Most people try to change their limiting beliefs by thinking harder, but here is the truth. You don't identify and change limiting beliefs with your mind. You identify them through your identity, your emotions, and your energy. Because a limiting belief is not just a thought, it is a frequency that keeps you repeating the same patterns over and over again. And today, I'm going to show you how to spot a limiting belief the moment that it shows up and how to recognize when it's actually your soul calling you to your next evolution. Welcome, welcome, beautiful souls, to Infinite You. I'm Dr. Sherry, spiritual psychologist, multidimensional mindset mentor, intuitive empowerment guide, and soul-led success coach. And here on Infinite You, we blend psychology, mindset, energy, all things quantum, intuition, and soul wisdom at 3D, 4D, and 5D in a beautiful multidimensional way to help you create your life from soul alignment and not force. And if that speaks to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's get right into it. For years, I used to think that limiting beliefs were just negative thoughts. So I would journal them out, replace them with positive affirmations, rewrite them. And yes, that definitely can help for sure. But what actually changed my life was realizing this. A limiting belief isn't a sentence in your mind. It is a story that you adopted, a feeling that you normalized, and an energetic pattern that you learned to carry. Growing up, I didn't have words for this. I sensed it, but I didn't know that I was internalizing the dynamics around me. I just knew that I always felt like I had to be strong, capable, liked, dependable, and that anything else was simply not safe for me. And later, when I began to do my deep spiritual work and really my self-awareness, evolution, evolvement journey, whatever you want to call it, expansion journey, especially after my near-death experience, I realized something even bigger. And this is really, really critical, really, really crucial. My soul did not hold on to those beliefs. My programming did. So I got to see in this near-death experience my soul going through different timelines, same energy, vibration, ne'er-do-well, whatever you want to call it. My soul was resonating at a high frequency, and it was not affected by what the heck was going on in my body and in my mind. That's what I want you to really, really hear. Your soul is not holding those beliefs. Your soul is beautiful, eternal, all wise, and perfect already. It is your programming that needs shifting. And for me, when I figured that out decades ago, believe it or not, that realization for me began to change everything. And so today, I want to give you the tools to see your limiting beliefs the way I finally learned to see mine as an invitation for you to align, and not evidence for sure that anything is wrong with you, because nothing is wrong with you, right? We're humans, we are imperfect, and we are on this journey to just expand the collective consciousness, expand our own, and really lean into becoming who we are. That's what it all really is about. And feeling the abundance that is a part of our divine right. So, of course, that's it too. And I want to be clear before I kind of dive into all of this. Remember, when you get closer and closer to who you are and your frequency is aligned in mind, body, soul, and it feels really, really good, you become more attractive. You get much more clear about who you are, what you want to be, do, see, have an experience in this life, and you become an attraction magnet. It's all connected. Mindset, energy, clarity, alignment leads you down a path for you to manifest whatever your soul came here to manifest. So that's really what this always comes back to, right? Like, how do we become beautiful, amazing, happy, well-balanced, lovely, kind, expansive human beings and attract whatever the heck we want, feel really good doing it, and definitely be of service to others and help elevate others along the way for sure. So here is what a limiting belief actually is. There are different layers to it. So the first layer out of 3 is your identity layer. And this is the part of you that says, I'm not capable. I'm too much. I'm not enough. I don't deserve that. Things don't work out for me. Identity beliefs form early, long before you're conscious of them. It is a part of our human design. Our subconscious is designed to be programmed by whatever the heck is around us because we have so many things to learn, particularly it kind of really kicks in the brain between the ages of roughly 6 and 12. So number 2, your emotional layer. Your emotions reveal the belief before your mind does. So every time you feel hesitation or self-doubt or shrinking or overthinking or imposter syndrome or fear of judgment or guilt for wanting more or anxiety when you expand, you are feeling the emotional residue of a belief. And then there is a third energetic layer. So identity, emotions, and energy. This is the frequency that makes your body say, something about this doesn't feel safe, even when your soul is saying, this is exactly who you're becoming. And this energetic mismatch is gold. It means you have evolved beyond your old identity. I want to be really clear in the simplest terms possible. We are choosing all the time through contrast. When we see something that is, if we feel something and we observe something and there's a distinct contrast between it, that is where we're making our observations. That is where we are making our decisions. And that is where we are constructing our thoughts from. This really matters. We create through contrast, right? So, I'm thinking right now, I don't know why Neil Donald Walsh popped into my head, at the very beginning of Conversations with God. And he hit such a low and he was homeless and, out in the world, like just in the rain, completely exposed and vulnerable and like at his lowest peak. And that was the contrast where he just begged for clarity, for answers, right? And God came to him and then everything began to change. Contrast gives us the instruction to decide to pivot. It's an energetic mismatch. Contrast is an energetic mismatch. So I want to give you a much lighter example. I remember many years ago, being in college, and I was at a party that I just wasn't really feeling all that into. And I, as I was looking around at the people around me at the party, I'm like, why the heck am I here? This isn't even who I am. Like, I don't feel like drinking Budweiser. I don't feel like sitting around a fire and, I'd rather be doing whatever, right? The contrast of that observation led me to think differently of myself and make a different choice about where I wanted to go and what I liked. I hope that helps. So, how can you identify a limiting belief? Here are the 5 ways that limiting beliefs will reveal themselves to you. The first signal really is all about repetition. So if the same pattern is showing up in your relationships, in your money, in your career, with your level of confidence, with your boundaries, whether you have them or not, right? So it could be, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this relationship. I don't deserve a raise. I don't deserve more money. I don't really feel that good about myself. Why would anyone pick me? And I think I'm just like not going to have a boundary because I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to drive anyone away, right? So there's like a whole realm of, a limiting belief around self-worth that can become a pattern in your life. So start looking at the patterns. They are never circumstantial. It is just your belief driving the pattern. So if you see repeating things in your relationships and how you're making money and or attracting money, or what is happening at work, or the boundaries you have, or how you feel about yourself, just begin to notice any patterns repeating themselves for you. It is information. It is the contrast. It is that signal disparity that I was just talking about. So Another one could be for you in terms of identifying a limiting belief could be your emotional overreaction. If your emotional response is bigger than the moment, that's not the moment. That is the belief behind the moment. Emotions don't lie. They reveal themselves where your identity is still protecting itself. So the best way to describe this is like, what the heck is triggering you? If something is triggering you, it may not be the immediate circumstance. It may be your belief behind the circumstance, right? So pay attention to any triggers you may have and just take a deeper look. Stop looking at the person that triggered you. Go within. This is not about self-blame or deprecation, but it's just another way for you to garner insight into what may be going on for you. And the third signal would be that shrinking sensation. So anytime you feel smaller, quieter, hesitant, disconnected from your power, that is a belief trying to maintain the old version of you. Your soul doesn't shrink you. Your soul cannot and will not ever shrink you. You are a child of God. You are a child of God. You are already blessed. You are already amazing. It doesn't mean that life cannot be really crappy sometimes. But what it does mean at the soul level, the truth of who you are is the light that you are bringing to the planet. It always goes back to your programming. If you feel like you are shrinking, pay attention again to that contrast. Pay attention to the contrast. What part of you is speaking to you to say, I'm feeling smaller, I'm pushing back, I'm pulling back, I'm not enough. Start taking a deeper dive into what is going on with you and why you are pulling away, because that is not what's true at the soul level. And then signal number 4 is all about discomfort when you expand. So limiting beliefs can show up most clearly when you're actually stepping into more. So if you are feeling imposter syndrome, if you're feeling the fear of being visible, if you feel the fear of wanting too much, if you feel the fear of disappointing others, you are not doing something wrong. You're actually doing something right, because growth will activate the belief so you can outgrow it. This is a tough one. This can be really nuanced, right? Because you could be feeling good and feeling aligned, and then you have a conversation with, a friend from the past or a sibling who doesn't quite understand you, and they try to put you back in your old box, and then you can start to feel a little discombobulated about, am I meant to step into more? Am I meant to be more? My soul is telling me, but the people around me are saying, who do you think you are, right? This is where things get layered and nuanced. Limiting beliefs do not necessarily just come from one program. And I want to say this very clearly right here. That is the beauty of this journey of a lifetime. We don't have to unmask and reveal and take apart every layer in a moment, in an instant, right? It is a intentional journey through time. I've been doing this work a very long time, and there are still things that bubble up that give me new insight, right? The contrast is a part of this beautiful, expansive journey, and we are all in different places right here, right now. Signal number 5, the soul whisper versus mind argument. This is my favorite one. Your soul whispers, your mind argues. You feel a yes in your body, and then your mind immediately produces, but what if? Who am I? Not now. I can't do this. Who do I think I am, right? You just found the belief. Your soul is already always expanding. Your soul is eternal. Your soul is all wise. Your soul is connected to God's mind, to source energy, to all that is. It is always expanding, and your mind definitely is always protecting, because it's a part of our programming. And both for sure have a purpose, but alignment comes from hearing the whisper over the argument. This is another clear way to identify a limiting belief. If you are looking at the big possibilities of life, of like anything that your soul can imagine and dream of, and then you hear the little niggly words in the back of your mind saying, oh, no, 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 not you. No, you can't do that this time around. Lean into it. Can you do it this time around? Do you want to do it this time around? Do you believe that source energy and that the universe and that God is supporting you in the decisions you're making and the abundance that can be yours, right? So there's another nuanced, layered belief system going on. This process in our programming and our belief system, right? It's a big, multi-layered experience that we humans are having for sure. And there are, and I want to say this now, this might be a good part of it. Before I get into quantum alignment, I'm going to just kind of say this in a moment. There are very easy techniques like neuro-linguistic programming that I definitely can help you with. I'm a certified trainer of NLP. If you identify a limiting belief and you know what it is and you want to shift it, NLP is a really great tool to do that. Cognitive behavior practice and therapy can help you with that too as well. It doesn't all have to be this giant ball of wax that you're just slowly peeling back the layers like a little bit at a time. And, it takes an entire lifetime to get through that. I'm not talking about fixing yourself. I'm talking about understanding who you are and becoming more and more self-aware so you can become more and more aligned, so you can become more and more attractive and feel really, really good about who you are in this lifetime and what you want to create with your soul purpose. I'm making a video about this later today. With your soul purpose in mind. This is a journey about service, about soul, about purpose. You came here for a reason, right? So just kind of like keep that in the back of your mind. I'm talking about, the bigger picture of feeling into something when you notice a limiting belief, when something doesn't resonate, when your body is telling you, right? All the nonverbal cues that can pop up for you to help you discover through contrast who you are, right? So that's like the bigger picture of what I just talked about. Lean into it in body, mind, and soul again and again and again. And metacognition definitely can help you through that process by thinking about your thinking about how you react, what triggers you, what feels good, what doesn't feel good, where is the contrast? Can I look at this a different way? Can I change my programming? Can I change the lens through which I see something, right? So today we're just talking about identifying limiting beliefs. And if you really want to change your programming, lean into the story, the paradigm, and the program that feels really good to you in your body and at the soul level. You'll know. You will always know. And when you don't know, the answer, the truth will be revealed to you. So I just want to talk a little bit about quantum alignment, like the bigger energetic picture, right? We live in the quantum field, like everything comes down to particles, and that's how we manifest, and that's what everything is made up of. So remember that you do not change your limiting beliefs from the same identity that created them. You do not change your limiting beliefs from the same identity that created them. You shift them through alignment because your beliefs live in your three-dimensional physical body and conscious mind and your physical reality. Whatever you are witnessing is definitely coming from within. And then, of course, your 4D, your subconscious mind. Your beliefs are living in conscious and subconscious mind. And your truth is living in 5D, in your superconscious mind at the soul level. And when you tune your frequency in mind, body, soul, so they are aligned, and I want to be really clear, and I think I just made a video about this, and if not, I'll probably make another one. Think of your identity in 4D as your programming that is most aligned with the frequency of who you are at the soul level. So if you know it in your soul level that you are worthy, pay attention to that and bring that thought and belief into your subconscious mind. So if your subconscious mind is saying, I am not worthy, but your soul is saying, oh no, you are, get that new program, take that new program and, work on it, build on it, become it It is all about you. You do not need permission, right? And so remember that it's a journey of tuning into soul, aligning with soul, so then you can create your beliefs, your programs, your story, your paradigm, so it is leading you down the path toward who you want to become and what you would like to create. When you tune into your soul frequency and align that frequency with your identity and what's happening in your conscious mind, you will become way more clear. Your intuition will become way more powerful. You will be tuning into wisdom from soul level that you didn't even know you had. You will lose fear. You will expand your identity in a really beautiful way that is way more authentic and more you than you can ever imagine. Quantum alignment changes your state, and your state updates your beliefs. And this is really why people stay stuck, because they try to upgrade their beliefs without upgrading their identity. Change who you are. You know who you are. You get to remember who you are. A beautiful, amazing, powerful co-creator of yourself, your life, your reality, whatever you do, to whatever you want to do, to dream big, to become, to have, to experience. It is all about you. And if this is landing for sure, I would love for you to go ahead, hit subscribe, hit like, definitely comment if I can help you in any way. And I will put some links in the description box below for my new school in the school platform, my new community called Infinite You. You can hop in for a 7-day free trial if you actually want to shift your limiting beliefs and not just understand them. Just come on inside and join me. I will be there. And this is where you will learn how to reprogram your identity, decode emotional signals, shift your energy, receive intuition, dissolve old patterns, create new outcomes, and align with who you're becoming and what you want to see manifest in a really cool way, and definitely what the heck it is you really, really, really want to attract. So if you are done repeating the same patterns, your next level definitely begins inside Infinite You. The link is below. I would love to welcome you in there. I will also put a link in for my free newsletter. And I think my free masterclass, Recode Your Reality, the link will be in there for that as well. And probably I'll put in quantum alignment if you want to reach out and just do a quick session with me, just if you have something that you really want to, get off your chest, out of your mind, etc., etc. Just remember that you were never fighting old beliefs. You're fighting an old identity. Your soul has never doubted you. Your soul has never believed that you were too much or not enough. Your beliefs are just stories that you were handed, and your truth is the story you choose now. And I am so excited to see who you become on your journey when you stop arguing with your potential and you start aligning with it. And I will see you all in the next video, and I will see many of you inside Infinite You. Namaste.